What's going on, Nerd Army? Guys, welcome back to another episode of Nerds Rise. Guys, today we're going to continue our episodic fucking adventure into the world of Game of Thrones. Today, guys, we're going to continue with season number 5, episode number 8, titled Hardhome. So, guys, this one's a doozy. Here we go. So we get to see Dany and Tyrion in Meereen. She actually thinks about it for a little while and decides to bring Tyrion into her good graces and give him a chance. He came a long way to help her. There's no reason he needs to be good to his family. They're all pieces of shit and they hate him anyways. So he agrees to stay, but Jorah is still fucking sent away from friend zone to no zone. Sorry, big guy. Then we get to see Cersei coddled in the corner of her dark, damp cell. And I'm thinking to myself, fuck yes, this is where you belong. Since season motherfucking 1, when you and your brother almost murdered Bran. Then a nun walks in, asks her to confess her fucking sins. And she's just like, I don't got nothing. And she just fucking pimp slaps the shit out of Cersei. And when this happened, I literally jumped up. Ha! It's like, yes. Fuck yeah. I hope one of the nuns gets a little heavy-handed and pimp slaps her a little too hard and kills her. Qyburn comes to pay her a visit and he explains that she's fucked. She's fucked. Arya is on her first mission watching this douchebag that works on the docks who buys clams and is kind of a creep. She's supposed to keep an eye on him, and then she's also given poison to kill this motherfucker. So she's down there doing her job like a good future assassin of faceless bitches. Sansa is giving Reek a piece of her mind, telling her how much she fucking hates him, and he breaks down and breaks character, and Theon comes out for a second. I didn't kill your brothers. It was just 2 farm boys, and I have to live with that. It was pretty refreshing to see that there's a piece of Theon there, but a little too late, bro. She's already getting raped and you already don't have a dick.
Should have showed up earlier.
So Roose and his men are around the battle table and they are planning out where they're going to attack Stannis, how they're going to defend Winterfell. And Roose is like, hey guys, I'm big badass troll daddy. So you need to just give me 20 men and I'll take care of it. Don't worry about Stannis Baratheon. Like a cocky little troll motherfucker. Dany and Tyrion have a really great conversation where they're sitting there talking about how fucked up their dads were and comparing shitty dad stories and crazy fucking dad stories. And it's pretty touching. They actually do seem like they're going to get along just fine. Can't wait to see where their relationship goes. They seem like they're going to get along and not butt heads like a lot of the other hands and their kings do. Friend zone or no zone Jorah shows up back to the guy that bought him and put him into the pits and basically tells him like, hey man, I'll go back for you. I'll fight for you again. He wants a reason to be around Dany. He wants a reason to not have to leave the fucking city. He wants to fight in the pits and impress her. He wants to get that pussy wet again. So the torture of Cersei continues, and I love it. It's like, here, have some water. No, you don't get no water. It reminds me of the motherfucking soup Nazi from Seinfeld. No soup for you. No water for you. Ollie comes to see Jon off at Castle Black, but Ollie has like a pissy look to his face that Jon is betraying him because wildlings killed his parents, and Jon's helping wildlings. And
shut the fuck up, Ollie. You're like 12. Go fucking jack off a goat.
We get to see the entrance to Hardhome. Now, we go into Hardhome. It's this big, huge bay with thousands of men around it and a couple structures. And we get to see all these dudes gather around Tormund bringing the fucking crows into Hardhome, which is a big no-no. But he's there to help them. And the Lord of Bones basically gets up in his face and starts talking shit. So Tormund does what any good wildling badass does. He grabs the motherfucker's own weapon and beats him to death. Thug life. So then we get to see a meeting of the minds of all the wildlings and Jon and the crows, kind of explain what the fuck's happening and what they're offering. You can come in and help, come on our side of the wall, we can protect you, and you got to just help us defend the area and help us work the land. But basically inviting them in, and all of the wildlings essentially come to grips where they're like, oh, I'm cool with that, except for the Thins. Those are nasty fucking cannibal pieces of shit They all need to fucking die anyways. Don't invite them to paradise. Kill those motherfucking bald bitches. So all is looking good, all is looking well, but no, that's never the case in the world of Westeros and Game of Thrones. As soon as something looks positive and happy and cheery, like shit's gonna go the way we want it, here comes the wrench. The fucking whites show up. Winter has fucking come to Hardhome, everyone. And these motherfucking zombie-ass bitches show up with their big badass leader, the fucking Night King, and his little thralls that are bad motherfuckers just like him, show up. They start sending in armies of these fools. And some of the people are getting to the boats. Some people are fucking dying just left and right and then coming back and joining the dead army. It's fucked up, guys. Like, it is some of the coolest zombie action, honestly, I've seen in a long time. It reminds me of like early on Walking Dead. It's really to that level, but a lot more CG and ice. Because we don't get a lot of ice in The Walking Dead. But so you get to see some really crazy kills, some crazy zombie action, shooting zombies through holes in the wall as they're trying to attack the door. It's really, really crazy. You get to see Tormund and a bunch of the leaders of the wildlings just fucking up zombies left and right, handling their business, handling their shit. I was super into just this entire scene because of how many great fight choreography sequences we get. It was great. Then we get to see Jon ready to handle some shit. He runs right in, dropping zombies with his Valyrian steel sword. Then we get to see this motherfucker come up against one of the generals, and Jon at first, it looks like he's about to get his ass kicked. Then he gets back to his fucking sword. He grabs Longclaw, swings, blocks a couple hits, and then slices this motherfucker right across the body, shattering his ass to fucking ice. It was so sick. And everyone else is like, holy shit, he just killed a fucking white. And yeah, Valyrian steel, bitches. Dragonglass also. But Valyrian steel and fire. Like I said, this battle is fucking nuts. Jon finally gets a chance to where he can get to the boats, gets as many people to the boats as he goes, and here comes the Night King up to the shoreline and lifts his fucking arms like Cain and shit. And then boom! All these fucking people they just murdered stand up, come back to life, and they're all whites now, and they join the white zombie fucking horde. It is crazy. So guys, all in all, my favorite parts of this altogether were, I mean, top of the list has to be the battle at Hardhome. It was amazing. So many great scenes with the whites, Jon fighting different freaking zombies and just handling shit. A lot of people fucking died though. That army just like got a big old plus up. It's crazy, guys. I also really did enjoy the conversation between Dany and Tyrion, really getting to see that they have a lot in common. They've been through shitty parents. They've been through shitty situations in their life, but they're all the better for it. And that conversation just right there was just so open and so revealing about both characters. I really did enjoy it. So guys, let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comments down below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with all the videos we put out every week. Make sure you guys like this video, share it with all your friends. And also, if you have any videos you'd like to suggest, put them down in the comments below. I'm always open to tons of different videos, other shows to check out, or anything for nerd explorers or exploring comics. Let me know in the comments below, guys, and I will see you next time right here on Nerds and Rise for another episode of Game of Thrones. All right, guys, peace out.